Hey everybody, this is the LEGO Elves Water Dragon Adventure set. The adventures kind of center around this terrain assembly that they put together here with a tree on one side, and it's supposed to be kind of a bit of a hillside, and there's a waterfall coming down it. However, that's a little bit awkward with the fact that the water appears to be coming down from the top, but it has no source. Where is it coming from? It might actually be a magical spring, so the water source may actually be underground. As always, tons and tons of colors and very lively things with all of the elves sets, and they use the brighter colors for foliage here with the lime green color, and you get crystals. It looks good from alternate angles as well. You know, they didn't just leave it all flat. Back here you actually get another branch coming off the back of the tree there, so that actually looks pretty nice. And there's a catapult that's built into this thing. They actually remolded the small catapult piece into medium azure, which is the color that's been used for water throughout most of the Elves series to date. And the idea with that is not that you would be shooting anything in particular, but you would be using your magical water powers to control the water and use the water playfully to move some food, and you try to kind of shoot some food up at the dragon. Right now the dragon's over there, but the idea is that you push down on this and out comes something. The something that comes out is one of these. It's a food item, maybe a piece of plant or something, or root that you've harvested, and they give you a couple of those. There's also this kind of lily pad which can just float around, so you can imagine that the water continues on out this way or the other direction if you want to. There's a little area here, kind of a grassy knoll, this little area that can be used for storing some things or just kind of chilling out there. We've got a couple of bottles that can be used to represent perfume or maybe some sort of products, you know, hair products, or maybe potions, magical potions. And there's also a brush here for brushing hair. Now this clam shell is something that you can open up, and it's a little bit tough sometimes to open these up, but inside you can find something. So in this case it has a little star inside. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent, but you can definitely use your imagination in different ways, or you could imagine you know, using it as an oyster or a clam and then roasting that up or feeding it to the dragon. There's also a little hidden area over here. You can open this up and find something unexpected. So down inside of there is a golden set of binoculars that can be used by your figure. However, with these LEGO elves and friends and princesses and all figures, there's not that much that you can do with posing. So with something like binoculars here that would work with regular LEGO minifigures and allow you to really bring the binoculars right up to the eyes, here you can't quite do that. You can kind of rotate it a little bit, but that's about as close as you're going to get to a realistic pose. Turn the head to the side a bit, but it just doesn't work out that well. So you kind of have to hold it in your hand, unfortunately. The figure this comes with, or the mini doll here, is Naida, and this is a very nice new variant of her. Look at the print on her top there. It's very intricate, has some silver in it, some nice bright silver, and got just the regular blue color as the main color, but this is really nicely done. And as always with, oh, you've got the really nice emblem printed onto the arm there as well in silver. And as always, the hair pieces got that nice gradient going through them. And this was actually printed up pretty nicely, or sprayed pretty nicely. The angle from which they sprayed the blue onto there, the darker regular blue color, was really good because you get that nice solid finish on the bottom of it, but then little bits of the light aqua color comes through for the tips. So this is produced pretty nicely, and there's also the print on the tops of the feet. Naida can of course ride the water dragon, which is the biggest thing that you build in this set, and this is nice looking. I like the color, I like the use of that medium azure color and so much of it, and it actually works pretty well with the purple, I think. And you've got actually transparent or translucent purple here. It's a little bit frosty there, which is nice, has a little bit of a ethereal kind of feel to it. Crystals out on the wings, and these wings are very posable because you can rotate them forward and back. You can do things like that, and you can bring them up and down, and they move nice and smoothly. So the motions with this particular dragon are really good. On the head there, you've got a little bit of decoration. I think the head is printed nicely. It has 2 joints, so 2 ball joints used for this one that allow you to really get a lot of articulation out of it and really move that head around quite significantly for something so small. That was really well placed, well chosen with the joints they use there. And the mouth can, of course, open up, and this one doesn't spray fire. It's a water dragon, so it sprays water out. That's kind of its element and its power and everything. They go to the lavender color for the underbelly and the backs of the legs, and also the paw pads there. These are stickers up on the top. Those are all the same for all 4 legs, and the front legs can kind of move in and out pretty decently well, and of course forward and back plenty. Look at how playful that looks. It just looks like a puppy almost. You know, it just, and that's a great look. I really like that. Just a very positive looking thing. Of course, the rear legs can be moved around a bit as well. This one actually, again, has good motion relative to the other dragons, even better than the biggest ones so far. And of course, you can bring the legs all the way back for that better in-air kind of pose. These are nice to get in this recolor here with the medium azure color. Each of these is 1, so you're looking at 2 of these teeth pieces here, and those are built like that, so the studs would be on top this way, and they're placed upside down. The tail can be moved around quite a lot. Almost looks just a little bit evil, I have to say, with the tip of the tail, with the use of these wing pieces. I wish that those were either a regular blue or just a little bit lighter in color. But it ultimately goes with the whole thing, but just puts a little bit of attitude on this otherwise very innocent and very peaceful and playful looking dragon. Look at that as a flying pose. Gosh, yeah, this one is really good. It just conveys so much positivity and kindness. I really appreciate that. One last thing that I didn't show you up close with Nida is the common map piece that's used across all the sets, or most of the sets at least, for this season. I've said many times that I like the LEGO Elves sets in general, but I like this one better than most. This to me just feels a little bit better than average. It's nicer looking, a little bit more complete. Even though it is small, you still get kind of a lot of stuff that's packed into the assemblies that you put together here. So I'm really happy with this one. Let me know what you think about it. Share your thoughts in a comment, and I'll talk to you again soon.